Put your hands behind your back. Keep your hands out.
On your knees. On your knees right now. Hands on top of your head.
Ghouls and goblins weren't the only frights police faced this Halloween. From a once upstanding officer who lost his mind after one too many tricks,
Wow.
Coming up 31 towards...
to a crook who treated cars like candy ready to be snatched, to pranking delinquents whose hijinks turned into horror, the darkness brought real monsters for police. Now without further ado, let's shine a light on these spooky tales of shadows and disguises on this special edition of The Evidence. Our first suspect is Michael Matheson, who was apprehended in the early morning darkness on October 29th, 2023. Police officers in the city of Wyoming, located just north of Cincinnati in the state of Ohio, responded to a 911 emergency call from the worried wife of Michael Matheson. Michael's wife frantically told 911 dispatchers that her husband was refusing to leave after drinking too much alcohol at a Halloween party, and that he may even have a firearm with him. When officers arrived on scene, body cam footage shows the cops repeatedly commanding Michael to show his hands and comply with their orders.
Put your hands up.
Hold the channel. Holding the channel.
Put your hands up. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Turn around, hands behind your back.
I copy. All units on Central Road, your traffic permits to that lane 01 meter.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Stop right there. Yeah, got out of the truck. Yep. What's up? Down on your knees. Just give us a second. Get down on your... Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Other hand in the air.
Put your other hand up.
Put your hand in the air, both of them. Left hand too.
Got something in his left hand. Put your hands up. You're under arrest. Put your hands in the air.
However, the defiant former cop blatantly refused to follow the directions of his fellow officers. After an intense tussle, the officers suspected Michael had a mysterious object concealed in his left hand that they could not identify. Eventually, when multiple officers approached the hostile and resistant Mike, they forcibly handcuffed him. Shockingly, Michael revealed that he too is a sworn police sergeant for 35 years.
Put your hands up.
Keep your hands
I think
out
it's
of
a
your pocket.
phone.
You're gonna get tased.
Keep your hands out of your pocket. Go ahead.
Going 31. Are you able to switch to an area wide or an OIC switch to an area wide?
I swear to God. There's nobody in my truck.
Hello, sir.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm not gonna fight you. I swear to God.
Well, you gotta listen to us, man.
I'm trying to. Please help me.
Going 31. What area wide do you need me?
32. We got one.
I've been a cop for 35 years.
Well, then you gotta listen.
I know.
Then why didn't you listen? Don't blame me.
A distressed Michael went on to explain to the officers that he had simply gotten into a heated argument with his wife at the party they were attending. There is now an ongoing internal investigation being conducted by Michael's own police department over the frightening incident, charging him for being heavily intoxicated and potentially in possession of a lethal firearm.
I'm not gonna fight.
Let's get out of the ring. I'm not worried about you fighting now.
Well, I'm not going to. I don't want to do this.
Do you have a gun or anything on you?
I have nothing on me. I don't have my weapon. No. Sit down. I don't. My wife and I were at a party. We had an argument.
All right, have a
That's
seat.
all
Get out of the
it
ring.
is. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Michael Matheson is scheduled to appear in court on November 6, 2023, to answer for his actions. But Mike isn't the only person who stooped real low this past weekend. This time in the Midwest, two other delinquents, Alexander Stockland Dowell and Andrew Perry, were about to pull their own Halloween prank on police. And to no one's surprise, the cops had no time to play trick or treat. On October 9th, 2023, in Michigan's rugged and remote Upper Peninsula, a local man, 28-year-old Alexander Stockland Dowell, called 911 Emergency Services to report that his personal vehicle had just been stolen from him. However, when police officers quickly caught up with the reported stolen vehicle just a short time later, the driver suspiciously refused to pull over and instead led the officers on a dangerous high-speed chase. The stolen car came to a sudden halt after crashing, as a deputy had executed a tactical intervention maneuver to end the intense vehicle pursuit. While officers were on their way to arrest the driver, 31-year-old Andrew Perry, another occupant of the reported stolen car, surprisingly drove away.
Watch him, buddy. Huh? No. Section 953, we got one passenger detained. 23, where are you at? He's moving the car. Vehicle's taking off.
A sheriff's deputy valiantly chased the stolen vehicle on foot until it crashed for a second time into a roadside ditch.
Section 953.
53.
He's gonna be northbound on 31 from airport. Stand by.
3517 is right there, northbound on airport.
Looks like we're coming to a stop. Turning into Burlington's on the ditch.
To the shock of police, the driver who exited the wrecked vehicle was none other than Alexander Stockland Dowell, the same man who had reported it stolen earlier.
Do not move. Start walking backwards towards my voice. Back, back, back. Stop. On your knees. On your knees right now. Hands on top of your head. Don't frickin' move.
43's coming up to meet up in the alleyway.
Stop talking.
Clear.
Central 23.
23.
One more detained. Just so they get my lead on oil.
Stay there.
Clear, one more detained, tomorrow.
After being apprehended himself, Dowell shamefully admitted to authorities that he had lied about his car being stolen by unknown thieves. In reality, Dowell's friends had borrowed the vehicle without his knowledge. When they returned late to pick up Dowell, he had falsely reported his car stolen out of pure confusion.
Get up.
Trying to stop one.
Get up.
No headlights on.
Wow.
Coming up 31 towards that's 911.
Turns out their prank went a bit too far, and literally it ended up crashing on its own lack of logic. Both Dowell and Perry now face serious criminal charges for fleeing and eluding law enforcement officers during the dangerous high-speed pursuit. On October 31st, 2023, Lieutenant Kenny May of the Hot Springs Police Department observed a group of females heading down Glade Street near Park Avenue. May was patrolling the streets near Park Avenue when he saw one of the girls toss a can of soda onto the pavement. He decided to pull over and confront her about littering, but she didn't seem to care. She ran back to get the can and then threw it at him, saying she was underage and would call her mom. May wasn't going to let her get away with that. He followed her and asked to talk to her mom, and also told the other girls to do the same. But the girls refused to cooperate and started to curse and yell at him, breaking the law of respecting the police. Backup was eventually called, as the situation kept escalating. May tried to calm them down and keep them at a distance, but they got more aggressive. One of them grabbed him, and another threw something at him. Two of the girls, especially the one in a black coat, were very violent and kept trying to attack him. May had to push them back and tell them to stop. He repeatedly ordered them to stand back, but they didn't listen. He finally had enough and tackled the girl in the black coat to the ground. That's when the other three girls jumped on him and hit him in the head and neck. Luckily, backup arrived and helped May get up and defend himself. The cops then handcuffed the females and placed them into police cars. One of them claimed she had an asthma attack and needed an inhaler, which the paramedics gave her at the scene. According to police, two of the teen girls were excessively aggressive and attempted to advance on the officer several times, forcing him to physically push them away and creating distance between himself and the minors.
No, you got the cuffs on you. All right, get up. Okay, I'm compliant.
No, you punched me in the face. You're not compliant.
You punched me first.
No, I didn't. I pushed you back.
Yes, you did.
It's all on camera. You're good.
Oh my God, can y'all call my mama, please?
Yeah, please. I've been trying to get you to call your mom.
Okay.
All four of the girls were subsequently charged with second-degree battery for assaulting a police officer. If you enjoyed this true crime video, subscribe for more spine-chilling, twisted stories.